Hello everyone, welcome back with me, Miss Adista. So, how are you today? I hope you are all doing fine and great, and I hope that you have high spirit to learn English with me again. So, before we start our learning, let's pray first according to your own beliefs. Let's begin. Amen. Okay everyone, are you ready to start the learning? You have to be ready because today we are going to learn about lots of interesting things. And don't worry because you can enjoy your snacks or drink while watching this video. But promise me that you will pay attention to the material carefully. Okay? Alright. Before I explain about today's material, I will ask some questions to you. As we know that there are lots of conjunctions in English. And what are the examples? From the simple one. And. What else? Yes, after, although, and many more. Now, have you ever found conjunctions that work in pairs? They are interconnected and cannot be separated, just like you and your boyfriend or girlfriend. No, just kidding. So, have you ever found that kind of conjunctions? No? That's okay, because today we are going to learn about it. But can you guess the name of the conjunctions? They are correlated. Guess. Yes, correlative conjunctions, you're right. So, today we are going to learn about correlative conjunctions, and there are 3 learning goals for today, which are: first, you are expected to be able to understand the use of language features related to the equal relationship between 2 objects or actions, which are both and, not only but also either or, neither nor, in the context of sentences or in conversations. Second, you are expected to be able to apply language features related to the equal relationship between 2 objects or actions, which are both and, not only but also either or, neither nor, appropriately according to the purpose and the context of the use. And the last one, you are expected to be able to compose simple conversational text using language features related to the equal relationship between 2 objects or actions, which are both and, not only but also either or, neither nor, by paying attention to the social functions, text structure, and linguistic elements that are appropriate and in context. Now let's watch a short video that the dialogue consists of correlative conjunctions. Please pay attention to the video carefully. And here is the video.
Conversation 1.
Is Bob coming to the party?
Yes, both he and his wife are coming.
What about Joe and his wife?
Neither Joe nor his wife can make it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's rare when all of us are together. Conversation 2. What can I use to make a website?
I would use either Blogger or WordPress.
Which one is better?
It depends whether you are making a simple site or a complex site.
I'm making a simple site.
Then I would use Blogger.
Alright, after watching to the video, let's have a look at the dialogue script of the video. In the dialogue that we have listened before, there are 2 conversations. The first one is a conversation between, let's say, White and Purple. White asks Purple about the presence of Bob, Joe, and their wife to the party. Joe and his wife are coming to the party, but Joe and his wife do not come to the party. Then, the second conversation is a conversation between, let's say, Red and White. Red asks White about what Red can use to make a website. White suggests Red to use Blogger or WordPress. After that, Red asked White again which one is better, the Blogger or the WordPress. White said that it depends on the use, whether Red wants to make a simple site or a complex site. Now, after understanding about the dialogue, can you guess what is the definition of correlative conjunctions? Actually, I have explained about it a little bit earlier. Alright, so correlative conjunctions are conjunctions used in pairs adalah konjungsi atau kata hubung yang digunakan secara berpasangan to join sentence elements of equal grammatical rank untuk menghubungkan bagian dari kalimat yang sifatnya equal atau setara. Up to this point, do you have any questions, everyone? If you have any, please write down the questions and keep them until you finish watching this video, because later you can ask me the questions on our online group discussion. Okay? Good. Now let's move on to the linguistic elements of correlative conjunctions. We will use the same conversations as I have given to you before, and I want you to try to identify the linguistic elements of correlative conjunctions. If you pay attention to our learning goals today, you will be able to answer. But if you don't, just try to guess what are the correlative conjunctions in the dialogue or in the conversations. Okay? Good. Here are the conversations. You can pause this part, then you can start to think about the answers. Have you done? Okay, good job everyone. Now let's discuss it together. As you can see here, I have highlighted some sentences. There are 4. What are they? The first one is both he and his wife are coming. The second one is neither Joe nor his wife can make it. The third sentence is I would use either Blogger or WordPress. And the last one is it depends whether you are making a simple site or a complex site. All of these sentences are using correlative conjunctions. But we will not discuss the last sentence. Why? Because the last sentence uses correlative conjunctions whether or, which will be discussed in the next meeting. So now let's pay attention to these 3 sentences. Let's take a look at the first sentence. Both he and his wife are coming. In this sentence, the correlative conjunctions that are used is both dan and. Then, in the second sentence, neither Joe nor his wife can make it. Here, the correlative conjunctions are neither and nor. Next, the correlative conjunctions in the third sentence, I would use either Blogger or WordPress, is either and or. Are your answers correct? Well done! So, in today's learning, there are 4 correlative conjunctions that will be discussed. Dan barusan kita sudah menemukan 3 correlative conjunctionnya. And what is the other one? Actually, I have mentioned it in our learning goals for today. Anyway, you will also find it in the next exercise. So now, I want you to try to fill in the blank these sentences with the most appropriate correlative conjunctions. I have given you some options here, and you can choose the most appropriate one for each sentence. You can write down your answers on your note, and I will give you some time to think. Do you understand what you have to do? Alright, you can do it now, everyone. Again, you can pause this part, then you can start to think about the answers. Good luck, everyone! Have you done, everyone? Okay, let's discuss the answers together. So, what is the answer for number 1? Right, the answer is not only but also. Why so? Because not only but also are used when there are two or more true things. Jadi, ada dua hal atau lebih yang mana semuanya itu benar. Here in the sentence 1, Iqbal speaks not only Spanish but also French. He is very interested in languages. Iqbal berbicara tidak hanya bahasa Spanyol, tetapi juga bahasa Perancis. Dia sangat tertarik terhadap bahasa-bahasa. From this sentence, we can conclude that Iqbal speaks Spanyol and Iqbal speaks French. Dua hal tersebut benar. Next, the correlative conjunctions for the second sentence is neither nor. Here, neither nor are used to refer to the fact that two or more things are wrong or incorrect. Jadi, ada dua hal atau lebih yang semuanya itu tidak benar. Justin plays neither football nor basketball. He isn't interested in sports. Justin tidak bermain sepak bola maupun basket. Dia tidak tertarik dengan olahraga. Karena menggunakan neither, jadi konteksnya negatif, yang artinya tidak. Justin plays neither. Justin tidak bermain. There are two things that are wrong here. Justin doesn't play football and Justin doesn't play basketball. Next, what are the correlative conjunctions for the third sentence? Right, they are either or. So, either or are used to refer to a choice between two possibilities. For example, someone has to choose the first option or the second one. Either Charlie or Bill will write the report. Just ask one of them. Entah Charlie atau Bill yang akan menulis laporannya. Mintalah saja pada salah satu dari mereka. So, there are two options here, Charlie or Bill, and someone can choose one of them, not all of them. Next, what are the correlative conjunctions for the last sentence? Right, they are both and, which presents two related pieces of information. Kata kuncinya adalah dua related information. Jadi ada dua informasi yang saling berkaitan. Both Emily and Lily are from Paris. Baik Emily dan Lily berasal dari Paris. Penggunaan both di sini meliputi keduanya ya, yaitu Emily dan Lily. From this last sentence, we can conclude that Emily and Lily are from Paris. Now, let's move on to the pattern of correlative conjunctions. We will use the four sentences that we have discussed before, and I want you to try to find the pattern of correlative conjunction in each sentence. You can write down your answers on your note, and I will give you some time to think about the answers. Do you understand what you have to do? Alright, you can start it now. Here are the sentences. Just try to identify the pattern of correlative conjunctions. I have highlighted the correlative conjunctions in each sentence to make it easier for you to find the pattern. Good luck, everyone! Okay, time's up, everybody. Now let's discuss it together. So, if you pay attention to the patterns here, all of the patterns are the same. What makes it different is just the correlative conjunctions. For number 1, after not only is a noun, which is Spanish, and after but also is also a noun, which is French. Then, number 2, after neither is a noun, which is football, and after nor is a noun also, which is basketball. Next, number 3, after either is a noun, specifically proper noun, and after or is a proper noun also. They are Charlie and Bill. For the last number, setelah both is a proper noun, dan setelah and itu proper noun juga. The names of people, they are Emily and Lily. Now, are you wondering about the other differences and similarities of those four correlative conjunctions? Let's have a look at this table to know about it.
I believe that you can easily understand about the differences and similarities of correlative conjunctions just by reading the content of this table. But let me explain it to you. So first, you have to know that ketika two subjects dihubungkan menggunakan correlative conjunctions both and, itu take a plural verb, just like in sentence A. Here, my mother and my sister are the subjects. They are connected by both dan and. Then the verb is plural, which is are. My mother and my sister are here. Then, when two subjects are connected by not only but also, either or and neither nor, the subject that is closer to the verb determines whether the verb is singular or plural. Now, let's see the sentence B. Here, the subject that is closer to the verb is my sister, not my mother. Then, the subject my sister determines the verb, whether it's singular or plural. And subject my sister must have a singular verb, yang mana adalah is. Now, let's have a look at the sentence C. Still using correlative conjunction not only but also. What subject that is closer to the verb? Right, the subject that is closer to the verb is my parents. Then, what verb is appropriate for the subject my parents? Plural or singular verb? Right, it must be plural verb yang mana adalah are. Now move on to the sentence D and E. These two sentences using correlative conjunctions neither nor. Sentence differs. What subject that is closer to the verb? You're right, it is my sister. And what verb is appropriate for my sister? Right, verbnya adalah is. Then how about the sentence E? The subject that is closer to the verb is my parents, and the verb must be are. Alright, now notice the parallel structures in the examples, starting from sentence F to I. Sentence F uses correlative conjunctions both and. Then sentence G using not only but also. Sentence H using either or. And the last sentence, sentence I, uses neither nor. As you can see here, the patterns are the same, just like what I have explained before. All of these correlative conjunctions connecting sentence elements with the same grammatical rank. For example, in sentence F, the elements are time and money. Both are noun. Then in sentence G, the elements are rained and snowed. They are verb. In sentence H, what are the elements being connected? Yes, they are chemistry and physics. And what kind of elements are they? Right, they are noun. Next, the last sentence. What are the elements? You're right, the elements are interesting and accurate, and both are adjective. So, all of these conjunctions connect two sentence elements which have the same grammatical rank. The pattern are like this. In sentence F, both plus noun plus and plus noun. In sentence G, not only plus verb plus but also plus verb. Next, in sentence H, either plus noun plus or plus noun. And in the last sentence, neither plus adjective plus nor plus adjective.
So that's all about the correlative conjunctions both and, not only but also, either or and neither nor. And let me remind you once again, if you have any questions, please keep them first on your note, and then you can ask me the questions later on after you finish watching this video. Okay? Alright. Now, I want to know whether you understand the material or not. So, it's quiz time! So, today I have only one quiz for you. Only one. Don't worry because this quiz will be easy for you if you really pay attention to the material. And I promise you that I will end this class after you finish doing the quiz. Okay? Okay, in this one and only quiz, I want you to fill in the blank of these sentences with the most appropriate answer. You can write down your answers on your note and I will give you some time to think about the answers. Are you ready? Alright, you can start doing the quiz now. Have you done, everyone? Okay, now let's discuss the answers together.
So, what is the answer for number 1? Right, the answer for number 1 is not only. Emily is not only pretty but also smart. Then, what is the answer for number 2? Right, the answer is or. Either the teacher or the students are planning to come. Then the answer for number 3 is nor. Neither Jack nor Clark are here. Then how about the last number? What is the answer? Right, the answer is but also. Not only my car but also my motorcycle is broken.
Okay, now before we end the class, let's have a quick review on what we have learned today.
Today we have learned about correlative conjunctions. And what is the definition of correlative conjunctions? Alright, so correlative conjunctions are conjunctions used in pairs to join sentence elements of equal grammatical rank. And what are the correlative conjunctions that we have learned today? There are 4. They are not only but also, neither nor, either or, and the last one is both and. And what are the examples of the sentences? First, for not only but also, the example is Iqbal speaks not only Spanish but also French. Then, for neither nor, the example is Justin plays neither football nor basketball. Then, for either or, the example of the sentence is either Charlie or Bill will write the report. And the last one, for both and. What is the example of the sentence? Right, both Emily and Lily are from Paris.
To help you understand more about our material today, I have homework to you.
In this homework, there are 2 parts that you have to work on. The first part is fill in the blank. In this first part, you are asked to fill in the blank with the correct correlative conjunctions, both and, or, not only but also, or, neither nor, or, either or. Then, the second part is creating a conversation. In the second part, you are asked to create a conversation using the 4 correlative conjunctions, both and, not only but also, neither nor, and either or. Then I want to inform you that the deadline of this homework is tomorrow before midnight at 11:59 p.m. Also, you are required to do this homework in Google Form. Later, I will share you the link of the Google Form.
And I want to inform you that the topic of our next meeting is still about correlative conjunctions. We will discuss about the other correlative conjunctions. So I think that's all for today. Thank you for participating in this learning. And I hope that wherever you are, you stay safe and stay healthy. Okay, everyone, see you next meeting. Bye.